Look, there's been a number of fatal crashes, one a triple fatal, increase in pedestrians and motorcyclists killed over the last 4 months, which has been a bit of a spike in our toll, but certainly not something we're used to. Look, there's been a number of factors this year that we look at: crashes, at increasing distraction, mobile phone usage, speeding certainly is a factor. We've had big inroads in reducing alcohol-related crashes, but again, drug driving is an issue to us also. So a number of factors that have always been the killers on our road, but distraction, not doing the right thing, not concentrating, speeding and driving whilst tired are still the killers. But what we're seeing is a big increase in pedestrians and motorcycle riders. A lot of the motorcycles involve a rider taking a bend too fast, apparently, losing control and travelling across the wrong side of the roadway, either colliding with a car on the wrong side of the road or hitting the verge and trees on the side of the road. So big increase in cycles, disappointing, and it looks like speed or too fast for conditions is a factor. Look, there's no real pattern to pedestrians. They've been old and younger, night and day. So certainly it's, again, we're seeing people are distracted, not looking what they're doing, crossing in the wrong places, walking on the side of the roadway where it's dark. All those have been factors in these crashes. Look, it can be devastating on the police officer, because not only do they have to attend the crash scene and see a body that's been mangled by a motor vehicle or a car, but then go and deal with the relatives, and that can be over a period of time too. So you might be seeing that family once or twice, 3 times a week for the first few weeks, and if court cases come up in 3 and 6 months' time. So you're all living their pain with them, and it's pretty horrific. And what police and emergency services see when they attend these crashes, no one should ever have to see in their life. 2/3 of all fatals happen in country New South Wales. They always have. And that indicates obviously longer distances, longer roadways, more fatigue, less medical treatment and assessment. So evacuation from a roadside crash is a lot slower than in the metro area, so your chance of survival is much diminished because of the distance taken and the time to get to you and revive you. Look, certainly we've changed our mode of operation to one of a very high profile, so highly visible cars across the whole of New South Wales, more stationary tasking so people see us. Recently, Operation Saturation, which means more hours on the road, deterring people from doing the wrong thing, making sure they don't take risks, but when they do, catching those who do those risky things of speeding, using mobile phones, driving whilst fatigued, those sort of things we can target through random breath testing and drug testing. If a fatal crash, a death occurs on a road or road-related area, it's normally classed as a fatal motor vehicle crash. But then we look at certain factors. So if the driver's died of a heart attack or a medical episode, that is not included as a fatal crash in general terms. But it happens on a private roadway, it's not a fatal crash. If they die 30 days after the crash, these are national standards that are in place, so we can all look at the same standard or close to the same standard. But what we find is that we need to be able to track our deaths on our road and actually police for what's going wrong. So we realise we can't police or enforce people having heart attacks on the side of the road. Off the road we can't enforce those areas. So some of those crashes we don't count as fatal crashes because they don't occur on the road area. Our operational footprint's about making sure people are deterred, stop the behaviour before it happens. That means we do random breath testing to stop people drinking and driving. We do speed enforcement, stationary on the side of the road enforcement, so people see us and will do the right thing rather than have a crash.